All right. Let's go. Do 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 do. It's gonna be a very short stream this morning, like 30 minutes or something. But I just wanted to get some coding in before I start my day. So I'm pretty happy about what was created yesterday. So now we have this thing that just simulates Goblin taking damage and being attacked. And I really like the structure because the mob now has a health owner trait, meaning that it should also be able to get to take damage. What happened now? My screens are flickering a bit. Okay, now they're back. Weird. But okay, so where do we implement owner.getHit? No, we have getHit, just that, all right. This is the trait definition. Yeah. Should probably have an attacker trait as well. Yeah, this is gonna be great. And then we can try to make a default implementation of this. Owner.getHit and then self.attack. Found 0. Okay, this is just bugging now because it can't find the field attack because of course attacker needs to also do attack. Let's call it strength for now. Get strength, do attack. Okay, then we just call it attack. So we shouldn't even need to implement this. However, we will need to implement attacker for player, get strength. Yeah. That should be enough. Yeah. I wonder if that should be a class or if it's enough to have it as a trait for now. I kind of like that health is a class. So how would attack be a class? What would it contain? Accuracy and stuff? And the calculations for whether you hit or miss? Yeah, right? Actually. And then the health owner could have some calculations on their side, like whether they block and stuff like that. Yeah. For now, we can call it attack. Then we can branch it out to like physical, whatever, whatever, whatever. Sometimes words just feel like they're spelled the wrong way. Like if you look at them long enough, like, is this really what attack is spelled like? It looks weird. Yeah, it is. Feels weird though to have to write both a trait and a class. So a trait for the owner of the field and also implementing the field as a class. It feels like there's a better way to do it, but yeah, we'll see. Yeah, so they have a strength and then get strength, I guess. Makes sense. And also do attack. Calculate damage. And for now it's just strength, but later it's gonna change. Self dot get strength. Oh yeah. No, mob cannot do that yet. Mob is not an attacker yet. How do I implement here? Display. No, what is it called? FMT display something. In Rust, which is the function I need. Oh, it's a trait. Trait I need to implement to allow my struct to be displayed. STD, sexually transmitted disease, format, display. Still works. Get attacked. Now we don't do get strength, we do calculate attack damage. No, wait, this is on attack. This is a bit getting a bit confusing now. Here we need to do get attack damage, and then implement here get attack damage, self.get attack damage. We don't need to do get strength. at all. Yeah. Good stuff. Um, Thinking about how to add some like defenses to the system. Um, mhm. Like, it's a health owner, the mob. It gets an incoming attack. It should be able to dodge, block. Can we do mob.attack player? No, we haven't implemented attack. Wait, so where do we implement player.attack? How is that working? Trait attacker. We need to implement that trait. Yeah. Health owner is not satisfied. Yeah, we need help. Yeah, it works. Attempt to subtract with overflow. So it means that the goblin died, but the program crashed. So now, since we did it somewhat in a modular fashion, we should be able to just change it in one place, and that should do it for all, like the death behavior. Die. I'm thinking about how to inform, like how do we handle that? Is alive. We can do it here in self take damage. If is less than self.current. Then we do this, else it's 0, it's now dead. Yeah. Why does he want to remove all of this? Why? That's a weird suggestion. Let's see if this runs. Yeah. Goblin took damage. It's now dead. But then it keeps attacking. It should not be allowed to attack if it's dead. I mean, the easy way to solve that is to make the attack check if it's alive before it's attacking. But then we are tightly coupling these two ideas. At least we're tightly coupling attack to health. Can two traits have overlapping functions? Can we do like is alive here on the attacker trait as well? Then it's gonna need the health mut as well. Then we are definitely coupling them. I don't like that. How to solve? Let's ask a chatbot if they have some ideas. Let's go with O3. Hello. Wasting some electricity here. Writing hello to a chatbot. Hello. I have this Rust code. It's a simple game. I'm sketching. I have this issue now, or I'm trying to make the design as decoupled and modular as possible. For example, a mob has a field called health, a field with a struct called health, and that struct is responsible for calculating health, taking damage, etc. And another field for attack that gives the mob the ability to attack. For attack with an accompanying trait attacker. Attack owner. Now the mob can still attack after it's dead. I want to ensure it can't without tightly coupling attack and health. Is that possible? Do you have any ideas how it can be done? Also, feels a bit convoluted to have a struct with an accompanying trait. Is there a way, is there a more idiomatic, cleaner way to do it? The code. Please be instructive and teach me. Don't be too verbose. Or no. Whatever. No, I'll just ask it. I think it has some instructions by default. Made the borrow checker unhappy. I like that they're also expressing it like this, making the checkers happy or unhappy. Yeah, the problem is that every attacker must also have health. Maybe that's okay for now. Yeah, this is the problem. If you want something like a stationary trap, yeah. But this is also coupling it, right? The attacker still needs health here. This is confusing. If dynamic dispatch or blanket generics are not required, you can drop the traits and put the logic on the structs themselves. Okay. I'll cut it short and stop here. But see you next time. Just gonna git status, git add. Mob can attack even when dead. Cool. See you next time.